welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're plunging into something really essential for learning English that often gets pushed aside. You know the experience, I bet. You spend hours on grammar, you watch tons of videos, read articles, but then the moment comes to actually speak with someone real. And what happens? Your mind goes blank, thoughts scatter everywhere, and all that confidence you built up, poof, gone. So our mission today is figuring out why talking to people in English isn't just like a nice extra, it's fundamental. We'll explore how it actually changes your brain, boosts your fluency, builds your vocabulary, and crucially, we'll give you practical steps, things you can actually do, even if you're shy, introverted, or maybe just, terrified of making mistakes. This is about finding your voice.
Absolutely. And it's fascinating because this isn't just about memorizing rules or lists, not at all. This deep dive is really about unlocking something deeply human, our natural ability to connect and express ourselves. It's about making English yours.
Right, so let's get into this core idea. Why does talking actually matter so much?
Sure.
Think about language like learning to swim or maybe play the guitar. It's a living skill. You can read every book about swimming strokes, watch endless videos on guitar chords, right? But until you actually jump in the water or put your fingers on the strings, that knowledge is just theory. It's the practice, the doing, that turns it into real skill.
Spot on. When you talk, it's not just mental gymnastics. You're building, let's call it procedural fluency for your mouth and brain. You engaging different parts of your brain, training your mouth muscles, making it faster, more automatic. It's very physical, actually. Think about how fast your brain works during a conversation. You're pulling words, using grammar, guessing meaning from context, all in split seconds. And that's exactly how kids learn, isn't it? Not by studying grammar tables.
No, definitely not.
But by just using the language.
Yeah.
Constantly, every single day. It's active.
That comparison to kids is so powerful. It just clicks. And speaking of basics, our sources mention two really key terms we should probably define. First up, fluency. We often think fluency means like zero mistakes, perfect English. But it's more about speaking smoothly, naturally, keeping the conversation going without huge pauses to think. It's about flow, not flawlessness.
Exactly. It's about communication momentum.
And the second term is context. This is basically the situation around a word or sentence. Understanding context is like having a secret decoder ring. It helps you guess what unfamiliar words mean just from the clues around them. Super useful in real life.
Absolutely critical. So the big takeaway here, the more you talk, the more fluent you get. The main goal isn't perfection on day 1 or even day 100. It's achieving that comfortable, natural flow so you can actually connect and share ideas. That's what fluency really is, and you build it by doing it, by speaking.
And that action leads to something pretty special, I think. When you speak English with people, it goes beyond just practice. It becomes connection. You connect, people hear you, you feel understood. And bit by bit, conversation by conversation, you build real solid confidence in yourself, in your voice. It's that amazing shift from just being a learner to actually being a user of the language.
Yeah.
And honestly, that changes the whole game.
It really does. And this brings us to 3 benefits of speaking that are maybe less obvious, but incredibly powerful, kind of invisible game changers. Benefit number 1, you start to overcome the fear of judgment.
Ah, the big one. That fear is huge for so many people, isn't it? The fear of messing up, sounding silly, being corrected, or just not being understood. It can completely paralyze you.
It's a massive psychological hurdle. But here's a perspective shift, a truth that can help dismantle it. Mistakes are proof that you are trying. Think about that. Every time you say something, even if it's not quite right, your brain gets instant feedback. That's how we learn. It's essential. It's like learning to ride a bike, right? If you never wobble or fall off,
you're probably not actually learning.
Exactly. You're not pushing your limits. If you're not making any mistakes in English, you're likely staying in your comfort zone. Fluency isn't about never making mistakes. It's about being comfortable enough to try, having the courage to speak, and just keeping going. Our sources put it brilliantly. So go ahead, say it wrong, say it broken, say it scared, but say it anyway. That's how fear disappears. You embrace the trying.
Wow. Saying it scared, but saying it anyway. That really hits home. It reframes mistakes as part of the journey, not roadblocks. Okay, benefit number 2. This one is, like you said, a total game changer. You start to actually think in English. When you first start, you're always doing that mental translation, right? Thinking your language, translate, then speak. It's slow, clunky.
Totally normal at the start. But here's the magic. Consistent speaking helps your brain skip that step. Over time, you'll suddenly catch yourself. Maybe thinking about your day in English while you're walking, or having little internal debates in English. Some people even start dreaming in English. That's a wild experience.
Dreaming in English.
Yeah.
That's got to be a sign you're really internalizing it.
Exactly. That's the word, internalization. English stops being a separate subject you study. It becomes part of your actual thinking process. You start living it.
Yeah.
And the most direct way to get there, using your voice, speaking.
Incredible. Okay, and the third powerful benefit. This one feels very practical. You learn real, everyday expressions.
Yeah.
Because textbook English can sometimes sound a bit robotic. Like, how do you do... No one really says that anymore, do they?
Not usually in casual chat, no. Real conversation is full of living language. It's fluid, informal, always changing. And when you talk with people, you just naturally pick up these phrases that make you sound more natural, more fluent. Like instead of saying, I am relaxing and not doing anything stressful, you'll just hear someone say,
I'm just chilling.
Exactly. Or if something's super obvious, instead of explaining why.
That's a no-brainer.
Right. Or meeting up with a friend after a while.
Let's catch up. Much warmer.
Totally. Or being late, not, I apologize for my tardiness, but...
Sorry, I'm running late. Simple.
And if you forget something, instead of a blunt, I forgot, it's often.
Oh, it's in my mind. So much softer.
Precisely. These aren't things you memorize from a list. You absorb them through real interaction, and the more you use them, the more they become yours. English stops being just study material and starts being your own tool for communication.
Owning the language, not just learning it. I love that. Okay, but now, the big but. Maybe you're listening and thinking, okay, great advice, but I have nobody to talk to. Or, I want to, but honestly, I'm just too shy. And those feelings are real. Lots of learners feel isolated or anxious about speaking. The good news, you can build speaking confidence even if you don't have a ready-made partner or feel super outgoing.
Absolutely. It's about finding strategies that work for you, whatever your situation. And we've got 3 really practical ones, especially good if you're shy, introverted, or practicing solo. Strategy number 1 might sound a bit strange at first. Talk to yourself. Out loud.
Okay, talk to yourself. Doesn't sound strange. Sounds smart. How does that actually work?
It's surprisingly powerful because your brain needs the physical practice of forming sentences in real time. And you don't actually need another person there for that part. So just narrate your day. As you're doing things, say it in English. Okay, I'm making some coffee now. Or, right, what's next on my list? Talk about your thoughts, your plans. I feel pretty tired. Maybe I'll take a break. It trains your brain to think in English, helps sentence structure flow naturally. It becomes more automatic. And here's a little extra tip. Try doing it in front of a mirror sometimes. Seeing yourself speak English can actually boost your confidence and self-trust.
Facing yourself, literally. I like that. Okay, strategy 2 for when you do want interaction but maybe can't find it locally. Use language exchange apps.
Yes. These apps are fantastic. They're basically a win-win. You connect with native English speakers who want to learn your language. Find someone who seems supportive, patient, someone curious. Start small, maybe just 5 or 10 minutes. You don't have to jump into live video calls straight away. Start with text, then maybe voice messages. Build up slowly. And remember, the people on these apps, they're learners too. They get the struggles. It's a supportive space, usually. not an exam.
That's a great way to think about it. Shared learning, not judgment. Okay, strategy 3. Join online communities or English clubs. The internet is just packed with places to connect, right? You don't need a physical classroom anymore.
Definitely not. Think about Facebook groups for English learners, Reddit forums like English Learning, Discord servers, loads of options. Online courses often have speaking practice components now too, even things like YouTube live streams or Clubhouse rooms. You can start just by reading, see how people talk, then maybe ask a question, share a tip. Then take a small step, introduce yourself, comment on a post, even just a quick hi or good point counts. It doesn't have to be a huge conversation every time. A quick 30-second chat can help break down that fear barrier. Every little interaction builds momentum.
Momentum, that's the key word.
Yeah.
So pulling these strategies together, what's the main takeaway? It seems to be a language explorer, not a perfectionist. Forget flawless grammar right now. You need courage, curiosity, and just showing up consistently. Explorers learn by exploring, right? So speak up, speak out, speak often. Your voice, even just talking to yourself, is your best tool. Okay, now let's shift gears a bit. How can we make this speaking practice not just effective, but actually fun, exciting, dynamic? Let's be real, practice can feel like a chore sometimes, but it doesn't have to. You can train your fluency at home, alone, using some really creative techniques that build confidence and spontaneity.
Absolutely. Making it enjoyable is key for sticking with it. Let's look at 4 activities. First, storytelling from pictures. Find any picture online, in a book, whatever. Look at it, and then just start describing out loud what you see in English. Then take it further. Make up a story. Who are these people? What are they doing? What happens next? Let your imagination run wild. It's great for vocabulary, sentence structure, and creative thinking, all without the pressure of a real conversation. No fear of mistakes.
Love that. Using visuals to spark language. Okay, what's next?
Number 2, role play practice. Step into different roles. Pretend you're a tour guide, a waiter, a doctor, a shop assistant, an airport official. Think about situations you might actually encounter. This lets you rehearse useful phrases in conversations. You can even write little scripts or just improvise. Record yourself maybe, listen back. How does your tone sound? Are the phrases natural? It's great practical prep.
Rehearsing for real life. Smart. Okay, activity 3.
This one's called shadow speaking or echo practice. Think of it as a workout for your mouth and ears. Find a short audio or video clip in English, maybe a podcast bit, a news report, something with clear speech, preferably with subtitles. Play one sentence, pause, then immediately repeat it, trying to copy the speaker exactly.
Exactly, like the rhythm, the intonation.
Everything. The rhythm, the pauses, the ups and downs of the voice, even the emotion if you can. Shattering trains your ear like crazy, improves your pronunciation, and helps you internalize the natural flow of English. You start sounding smoother, more natural.
Okay, that sounds intense, but really effective. A real workout for your mouth, like you said. And the 4th activity.
This one's the Speed Description Challenge, a real fluency booster.
All right, I'm ready for the challenge.
Okay. Pick a simple topic. Your room, your favorite food, what you did yesterday, anything. Set a timer, maybe just for 1 minute to start. And then talk about that topic nonstop until the timer goes off. The goal isn't perfect sentences. The goal is just to keep talking. Don't stop. Don't self-correct too much. Push through the hesitation. It forces you to think faster in English, organize your thoughts quickly, and it really helps reduce that pause panic, that feeling of freezing up.
Fighting the freeze. You can make it harder too, right?
Yeah.
Shorter times. Random topics.
Exactly. Keep pushing yourself gently. 30 seconds on a random word can be a great quick workout.
Brilliant. And here's a little bonus idea. Maybe combine these, like find a picture, tell a story, activity 1, then role play a scene from it, activity 2, maybe shadow a related video, activity 3, and finish with a 1-minute speed description summarizing it all, activity 4. Kind of like creating your own mini English boot camp.
That's a fantastic way to structure it. Make it your own. And a final tip on all this. You are your best coach. Don't wait. You can do these activities anytime, anywhere, even just for a few minutes. The results build up over time. And honestly, the more fun you make it, the more your brain will soak it up and the faster your fluency will grow. Remember, fluency is built through action, not waiting for perfection.
Action, not perfection. That feels like the theme today. So,
Mm.
wrapping up, the core truth really seems to be this.
Yeah.
Perfect grammar, huge vocabulary. They aren't the real keys to communication. What truly matters is connection. And that means talking, speaking, even just a little bit every day.
That's exactly it. Talk to friends, teachers, language partners. Talk to yourself. The more you use your voice, the more confident you become, the more fluent you become. Don't just learn English. Live it, use it, speak it. Let your voice guide you.
So here's something to think about after our deep dive today. Imagine you start taking these small, maybe slightly scary, but courageous steps to speak more consistently. How might that transform not just your English, but your confidence, your connections, your whole way of engaging with the world? Go speak.